Hello, welcome back to Oracle DBA tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about how to install a single instance database on a machine. So essentially, just to recap what we have done. So we have discussed that there are different types of installation available, like single instance rack, and out of which we are just concentrating on this OUI install of a. So we are concentrating on this one. So that means single instance based on the cooked file system with OUI as a installer, which is Oracle Universal Installer. Alright, and we have already got hardware and from Amazon EC2, and we got Linux OEL5, also Oracle Enterprise Linux 5 installed on that. Then we tuned the parameters, or we tuned whatever was not up as per the Oracle's documentation. We make sure that we are all ready for installation. So now the deal is that how do I get the software? So I'm going to get Oracle 11G software from Oracle Technology Network. Before that, I need to, so this is my machine on Amazon EC2. So basically I'm doing a VNC connection to the machine which is there somewhere in the Amazon EC2 cloud. And this is essentially what we are seeing right now. You are seeing the VNC window to that machine. Okay, it's a remote machine, Linux machine, and from my local Windows machine I am basically connecting to that Linux machine using VNC. And thing is that I need Oracle software here, so therefore I started a browser, and then I go to Oracle Technology Network and I go to download Oracle Database 11G. So if I click there, I accept the license. And the good thing about Oracle is very generous in giving you the software to learn for free. All right, so you just can go there, and then you get this Oracle software. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Linux one. Okay, so Linux x86, that's Linux 32-bit operating on the Linux 32-bit operating system. I'm going to download the 11201 software. So this is the file 1 and file 2, but if you to see all, if you click on that, then you will also see if you are installing a rack or ASM, then you need the grid software. Okay, and that is the grid software, and all those things is available if you select all and then go to, so for example, this is the grid infrastructure software. You need to do that, but at this point I'm just interested in just installing a single instance, so therefore the first two things will be sufficient for me to get. And then I'm going to click these things, and then I'm going to save to file. So I'll save to my local machine. So it's going to save at Oracle. Say yes, save. So the first one is loading, then let me load the second file. So the two files just comes up. Okay, so, okay, so currently as you see, like I'm done, and my Oracle software is almost ready to go. And then I'm going to cd. Okay, so this is a place where basically I'm keeping the zip file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a directory called software, and I'm going to move those things to there. Okay, okay, so here we have the zip files all downloaded to this location. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to unzip this file. So this first one is unzip, so it will take some time while unzipping. So what is going on right now is that from those zip file, I'm basically unzipping so that I have all the software available. By the way, if you are going to buy a disk, or if you get it from disk, then in that case what you're going to do, all these structures, whatever we are doing now, it already should be there available on your disk. What you need to do is just insert that disk to your computer and mount that disk, and then you just install from there. Okay, so that is another case, if in case you have the zip file, in case you have the CDs. If you do not, then this is the way that we are going to do. It's going to take some time. Hopefully we are going to be done pretty soon. So all these things we are able to unzip, right? So all this unzip, and then on those files are there in the database directory, and I don't need anymore this zip file, so I just want to remove so that I can save some space. Okay, and then if you go to cd database, so this is where all your thing. So if you look at this, so this is what, these are directory structure. If you buy a Unix, you buy a CD of Oracle, then you're supposed to get all those things by default. Okay, and since we are getting it downloading, so this is how it's going to do. And then the program that need to run is to be run installer. Okay, so when I'm going to start using dot run installer, so this will basically invoke the Oracle OUI. Okay, which is called Oracle Universal Installer. It's going to take, it's going to, it says that, whatever the temp space required, all those things passed. And then remember, like, the swap space we configured, we have 0 to start with, because since we put something, so that's the reason why it is started. So this is what the window that we are seeing is Oracle Universal Installer OUI. It's still loading, and then yes, it's all loaded right now. And this is basically is going to ask us couple of questions. So this is going to help us to install. Okay, so I don't wish any security from Oracle support, then I do next. I say yes, done it. It will ask me three options, like, are you going to create a configure database, install database software only, or you want to upgrade existing database. In this option, I'm just going to show you using create and configure a database. Remember that we told that you can both create, and then using DBCA you can configure, or you can just install and then you start DBCA in the after you install the software. So in this video we are going to show you the case one, where we are going to configure and create the database during the installation time. So therefore the option one, and then do next. So it will ask me what kind of class you want. You want a desktop class or a server class. So desktop class will give you minimal options just for test environment, but I think I can go for a server class because I have enough memory, I think I have, and then I can configure myself. So if you do not know, if you do not want to get into trouble of configuring them, just choose desktop class, then it will show you the minimal number of steps to install. So let's go to server class, and then if I demo you using server class, then you can always go back and then create using desktop class. And next, it will ask you if a single instance or rack. As I told you, I'm just going to deal with single instance right now. Even I choose rack, I don't have the clustering software available already. Okay, so therefore single instance is the way to go. Then it asks me typical install or advanced install. If I do typical, it will perform basic Oracle installation with basic configuration, but let's go to advanced install, because if I do advanced, you can always go back to do a typical. Okay, then it will ask what kind of language you want. Oracle supports in different types of language character sets, but in this case I just want to choose obviously English. Then it will ask you what kind of database edition that you want, a standard edition, enterprise edition, or a standard edition 1. Okay, so essentially the difference between all this thing is that in the enterprise edition you will get all the features. In standard edition you will be the subset of the features that you get in enterprise edition. So I think best thing is to go for enterprise edition. Okay, so here is one important thing. It's ask you what is your Oracle base. That means where you are going to have your Oracle software installed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that one using the Oracle underscore install. That is the extra thing that we have created during our partition time, and then I think I'm going to do slash testdb. Okay, so it looks like it's unable to create this thing. The reason is that Oracle install we have created using root, right? So let me just basically go to that thing, and then want to update couple of things. So cd slash. Okay, so if I do ls minus l, I'm going to see Oracle install is only the root can write. Okay, only root can write, Oracle user cannot write. But since we have started the Oracle OUI using Oracle installer, so therefore using Oracle user. Therefore Oracle is not able to create this directory under Oracle install slash testdb. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a change mode. I recursively change 777 to all that is available in Oracle install. Okay, so now if I do, probably I can able to write. So let's see. Okay, so now I'm able to write. And then one important thing that you are seeing, the software location. So whatever I give this root Oracle base, based on that Oracle software is going to put into a directory called product slash 11.2.0 slash db home underscore 1. Take this value and then keep it in a safe place. And I know why, I will tell you why I'm doing this, all this thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is create an empty file, and in that empty file I'm going to put this value, or I just want to remember this thing. Just one second. So let's say vi one.text. Okay, so this is essentially is called my Oracle underscore home. I need one parameter, I need one environment variable, and that environment variable is called Oracle underscore home, and I need to set Oracle underscore home to this value. I'll explain you why I need to do that, so don't worry about it right now. Okay, so then I do next. It will ask me where is the inventory. That means Ora inventory is a place where Oracle is going to where we are going to keep all the Oracle software related information what is installed here in this machine on that directory called Ora inventory. And then it will ask you what kind of database you want to install, you want to have a OLTP, or you want to have a data warehousing. If you are if you are a transactional based system, that means you are doing a lot of insert, update, delete, then go for this transaction processing or general purpose database. If you are doing a lot of data warehousing activities, like you are doing a lot of select, you are joining big tables and all this thing, in that case you use for data warehousing. The reason why it is asking you here is this, that different types of init.ora parameter is going to be set based on what you are going to select here. If you are going to select a general purpose thing, maybe I'm going to have a small redo log file. Okay, maybe I'm going to have that there are different things. Maybe in case of a transaction processing, I may have a good database buffer cache, right? And so those are, and then I may not need any zero large pool and so on. So that is the reason why we have to go to either choose this thing. Based on this, it will determine what kind of parameter that is optimal to this. Then I choose next. Then here it will give me what is the database name. Database name is just, if my SID is ORCL, then it will attach that ORCL to my domain name. And you are seeing this weird domain name because I'm accessing this machine from Amazon EC2. So whatever is things as default, you just give it. Let's say for example, if you are xyz.com, then your global name will be orcl.xyz.com. Then next, and it will ask me what is the memory structure and all this thing. Remember, starting with Oracle 11g, we have already discussed in our server concept class that we can enable the total memory. So instead of, so let's just basically review what we have done before. So essentially what you're trying to do, instead of sizing all your share pool, like this is the SGA consists of many things like buffer cache, redo cache, and then share pool and so on, large pool and so on. And then we have PGA, and this PGA plus SGA is the memory structure. So what we can do in starting with Oracle 11g, we can give a parameter called memory underscore target. If we set memory underscore target to whatever we are setting here right now, about 680, right? So basically what we are setting here is that we are setting this to combine memory to 680 MB. Okay, so then what is going to do, Oracle is going to determine based on the workload, what is your buffer cache, what should be your shared pool, and all those things. So that is what that question is asking you right now. How much is your allocated memory? The total memory I have on my machine is 1.7 gigabyte. So what is right now, I'm giving 40 percentage of my memory to the allocation. I can do that, and then I'm saying I can do that, not a problem. Then I can enable automatic memory management and so on. So then some other parameters like char set, like what are the character set that you're going to use, Western European character sets or Unicode and all this thing. So for this thing I'm going to choose default. Then security is that as we are moving from database version up, like from starting from 9 to 10 to 11, they are adding Oracle is adding a lot of additional security features. That means if you want to make sure that all the new security features in 11G is there, then you just click on this link, click on this checkbox, so that all these things are available. If for whatever reason you do not need the 11G added securities, then you can just turn it off. Then comes sample schema. It will ask you what kind of sample schema that is going to create during the database install. By default it's nothing. Let's click this one so that we can have some sample schema to play with, or you can just leave it. It's not a big deal. Okay, so here it is asking you how you are going to manage this database. You can use a Oracle's product called grid control to manage this thing. So what we are going to do, instead of managing grid control, we are going to manage using database control or DB control. So DB control is comes with by default, and if you enable, like if something gone wrong on your database, then DB control software is going to enable. If you give this your email address and all those things, then it will enable the notification with email address. I'm not going to configure it right now, but in production system maybe you need to do that. Okay, so now it comes to about the file system. So basically it's asking you where it is going to store your database files. So here by default it's showing that whatever I've given my base Oracle installs or testdb, under Ora data it will store. I can also put something more, that's fine. If I use Oracle storage management, in that case I'm just going to give Oracle storage or Oracle ASM's user ID and password, and it will take and it will start for you. So for here, we're just going to store all our data files under this directory called Ora data. Okay, it will ask you if I want to enable automated backup. So automated backup and recovery automated backup is a feature that you need to do in case of your production system, and if you want to do that, then you give them where you are going to store those backups. Okay, and then how is going to what is the user that's going to take the backup and all this thing. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to show you here in this in this video, but down the line whenever I'm going to prepare you for the database backup recovery, we are going to install using database like where we enable automated backup. Do next. So it is ask you what is the user ID, what is the password for all these default users. So these are the users that sys, system, sysman and db snmp. So these are the 4 users that Oracle is going to create for you. So what I'm going to do is, instead of putting different password, I'm going to have one password for all my account. That password is, say for example, I'm going to give something. Okay, so I give a password, and then it says that's not recommended. It's fine. Okay, it's just a warning. I say that yes, I'm going to continue. Then it will ask you what are the DBA group and all this thing. So as I told you, like if it's not there, it's going to create, so don't worry, and say next. So right now it's checking the prerequisite check. Let's see, what is, remember those packages, and okay, so everything is success, according to the check whatever we have seen. Like, so for example, this is what we had seen there before, right? So all these parameters and all these things checked right now. So Oracle checked and then say that okay, all these things is fine except the swap. It's expecting a swap of 2.49 gigabyte, but I just given 512 MB. I can go on and change the swap right now, but I don't want to do it right now because I know for 512 MB is also going to go fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say ignore all. and then I'm going to do next. So this is the final screen that is going to show me that okay, everything, this is what I'm going to do, and I can save this as a response file, or I just say that okay, so this is what I've given my inventory location, my software location, and all this thing. Okay, and then I say finish. Then what is happening currently right now is that the database installation is going on. There are a couple of steps there. One is that the first one is database installation is now copying the file, and then it is going to it is going to compile and link the binaries, and then it is going to, the second step is Oracle database configuration. So after the software install, it is going to configure, so that create a Oracle database for me. All these things by default is going to happen automatically from now onwards. If everything's just gone correct, then it's going to show me that database is installed properly. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to keep you wait until this is going to take some time, around 15 to 20 minutes. So instead of that, what I'm saying is that we will come back when will be up to that place where we have all this thing installed. I'm going to see you in 15 minutes time. Yeah, so as you see right now, probably the the installation is about to complete. So it's done all this thing, and it's just started the DB config assistant, which is called DBCA. So like once the installation has done all this server software installation, and then it's configure netca, and currently it is doing the database config assistant, and then once it's done, then we are done with the Oracle server install. Okay, welcome back. So looks like now database installation is done right now. So and then basically it says that database, so I say okay, and then okay, so basically it's asking me to run couple of script, which is slash oracle or inventory. So these are the scripts that I need to run, and then what is a copy, and then I want to, and then make sure that you need to run this thing as a root user. Okay, so this is a root user, so maybe I just want to give a run first. Okay, so and then second script that I need to run. Okay, so here is said that Oracle home is whatever this thing. So this is the environment variable that we need to set. Okay, I'll say yes. Okay, so with this probably we are done with Oracle server installation in a single instance configuration. Okay, and then if I do ps minus ef, I think that should be something already running. So my SID was orcl, so therefore the orcl process is running, and these are the pmon, smon, and all this dag, whatever we discussed in our, this is db writer, is a memory manager, mmnn. So the queuing process, so a lot of processes are already running. Is a slave process s. So all these things are running, and looks like this is a successful Oracle installation without any problem. So now next thing is that how do I, so this is how do you know that actually Oracle is really running. Okay, so there is one more thing that I need to say before I stop this thing. So what I need to do is, so let's go to my home directory, and then I'm going to create a environment variable, and that environment variable is inside the shell script called dbenv.sh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set two things. I'm going to set the Oracle home and set the Oracle SID. Oracle SID I know is ORCL, so it's all done. And what I'm going to do is Oracle home. So to find out the Oracle home, I think we have, so this is the Oracle home that we already done. So it's not coming. Just hold on a second. So let's see if I can get that. Okay, so this is the Oracle home on which Oracle software is installed, under which Oracle software is installed. So these are the other directory is under him. So basically what I need to do, I need to make sure that I need to set this as a Oracle home directory. If I set that and then put in my path, then I can call a lot of my SQL plus a lot of the tools that can be done properly. So it's just only one thing that you do and you save a lot of time in a lot of time. Okay, I don't think it's not appropriate, so let's copy it properly. So copy and then I'm going to set it here to Oracle home. So essentially by setting the Oracle home properly, you can get, okay, so it's all done. And as you see, like, so what we're doing is that once we get this Oracle home, we are putting the bin. So in Oracle home slash bin, we have all these utilities are available, and LD library path and all the library paths .so locations and all those things we have to give. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to source this thing. So that means I'm going to execute this dbnb. Okay, and then if I do echo dollar oracle underscore home. Okay, so it's all. So now if I do SQL plus, it's going to recognize and then it's asked me, sorry, say I want to go to DBA. So now I'm connected to the Oracle database which is running right now, and then if I want to see, like, what are the table, so DSC tab. Okay, so so all these things, now basically I'm accessing the Oracle database. So this is how you will know that how to basically install and then access Oracle database in our single instance. And in the next slides we are going to do about a little bit more about database control or DBCA.